Hello guys, good afternoon. We'll continue from biological oxygen demand, that is called BOD. I was explained in detail, fully I have complete period I have explained with the BOD only. What is BOD? BOD is nothing but an organic matter which is present in wastewater. I was given idea. See, usually any wastewater which is having, that means that municipal wastewater which is containing two types. There is one is organic substance, another one is inorganic substance. We know the water is called solvent. It is a universal solvent. It is having capacity to absorb some what you call the organic matter or inorganic matter into this. That is why it is called solvent. Now this BOD you have to study. Okay, this BOD is a basic what you call concept of the wastewater treatment. The basic, that is just like a benchmark. Using one benchmark, you are carrying complete survey. See, wherever you go, that benchmark will carry a weightage. With respect to that only you are going to discuss, right, in survey work. But here also the BOD, the wastewater means it contains what is the strength of that strength of wastewater. Suppose there is a question, what is the strength of that what you call wastewater in terms of BOD only. Any industrial wastewater, if you take any industrial wastewater, what is the strength, what is the capacity of treatment plant, see how much load it is carrying capacity. See, like this the questions will arise. Here the BOD is also nothing but the organic matter. This organic matter to consume by the bacteria. You observe here, in wastewater, we are having two types of bacteria. One is aerobic bacteria, another one is anaerobic bacteria. Aerobic bacteria requires oxygen and light. Please remember this. Aerobic bacteria requires oxygen and light for the consuming of organic matter, for the consumption of organic matter. For you also, you need light and as well as oxygen to consume the food, whatever you are eating into your body, right? Whatever you are feeding into your body. Without air, we cannot live. Similarly, these bacteria, they want bacterias anta yavadu word illa. Bacterias word is not there. Bacteria only. Bacteria is plural. Bacterium is the singular. Bacterium anta karitare. Idu bacteria anta karitare. These bacteria, we are having two types. One is aerobic, another one is anaerobic. Aerobic bacteria, what is the function of aerobic bacteria? See, with the presence of air and light, they are going to exist and they are going to consume the food which is present in the wastewater body. Water or wastewater. Okay. See, after consuming this water and that means after consuming this waste water, that is called organic matter. Okay, they will simply keep quiet. Another one is there. If there is no oxygen, another condition is if there is no oxygen and there is no light, another type of bacteria will exist. That type of bacteria is called anaerobic bacteria. Anaerobic. There is no oxygen, no light. So that it is called anaerobic bacteria. Microorganisms are having two types. There is no oxygen means they will survive. Another type of bacteria, if with oxygen also, they will survive. Now, see, this is aerobic and anaerobic. See, aerobic means even we are aerobic bacteria. Okay, all animals on this land, they are aerobic bacteria. Okay, aerobic means addition of oxygen. Remember it. See, we need oxygen. Okay, now anaerobic means what? Without oxygen, they can survive. See, without oxygen means the example you can give, that is actually gobar gas. In gobar gas, that is a digester ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. That gobar gas system ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ digester ಅಲ್ಲಿ, see, we are closing with a doom. The complete system is closed with a doom. Okay, during that one light cannot pass through this. Okay, light ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಎರಡು ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So that the methane or energy, the methane gas is going to produce in that condition. That is called anaerobic bacteria will develops to produce methane gas. Okay, ಅದು ಮಿಥೆನೋಸೋಮನಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್. ದಟ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ methane gas. Like this, how we are going to produce carbon dioxide. Plants will produce oxygen. All plants will produce only oxygen. Some few plants are there, that is different. Okay, now the plants is having capacity to produce oxygen. This oxygen is gone adding into the atmospheric system, that will be used by these human beings and animals. Okay, now requirement of oxygen is called demand. Remember it, requirement of oxygen is called demand. Now I will explain here. Okay, just see this. This is BOD. This is biochemical oxygen demand. Biochemical oxygen demand. See, what is the definition of this? I will explain here. Okay, demand of oxygen. See, this is nothing but a demand of oxygen required by the bacteria to stabilize the organic matter. ನೋಡಿ, ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಉಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಉಟ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ದೇ ನೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ದಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಲೆಸ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, ಫೈನಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಝೀರೋ. ಆ ಝೀರೋ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅನರೋಬಿಕ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ದಿ ವಾಟರ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ that will becomes black color in the drainage system. You are getting smell, bad smell. Then the aerobic bacteria are converted, that has changed to the next phase. See, that is anaerobic. In anaerobic condition you will get a bad smell or odor in that condition. See here, this is called demand of oxygen. Oxygen demand ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾಗೆ. This definition of biochemical oxygen demand ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ, ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ required by the bacteria to stabilize the organic matter under aerobic condition. See, this is called BOD. See, suppose I will tell you an example. See, the BOD is around 200. What is the unit of BOD? See, BOD means demand of oxygen, right? See, that is equivalent to organic matter. Any impurities which are present in water or wastewater, this organic matter is expressed in terms of milligram per liter. In 1 liter, so much of milligram of that particular impurities are present inside. Impurities are the substances which are present inside. Now, organic matter is expressed in terms of milligram in 1 liter, that is milligram per liter. That is why this BOD, try to understand. I am wasting huge amount of time. I am utilizing your time to understand what is BOD. If you don't know this, because we cannot solve the problem. Again, in this topic, there is a second portion. You have to solve 1 or 2 problems. See, first portion, desire of sewers, that is also having problem. Here also problem. See, okay. To solve that problem, we need of this basic knowledge. You will get confusion 100%, I know, in future. Now, let us see that what is BOD. You observe here, BOD is the amount of oxygen required by the bacteria to stabilize the decomposable organic matter under aerobic condition. See, try to understand. BOD is what actually? BOD is the amount of oxygen required by the bacteria to stabilize what you call decomposable organic matter. See, organic matter alli matte again 2 types iruttade. That is decomposable and not so easily decomposable. That is a complex organic matter anta karitare. If for example oil, grease, that will also digested by you also. Okay, but it is not so easy. It takes some time, so that it is a long time the process of digestion will consume. See, that time. Okay, now here I was given in the last class. Okay, ಮಸಾಲೆ ದೋಸೆ ತಿಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ, ಡ್ರೌಸಿನೆಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ತಿಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಹೇಳೋದು? ಸಿ, ಡ್ರೌಸಿನೆಸ್ ವೈ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ that is a BOD, organic matter you are consuming into your body. See, that is BOD. That BOD is having 2 types, oil substance and ಈಗ ಇಡ್ಲಿ ತಿಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, no oil content. This particularly masala dosa or puri, if you consume this one, this is also, it contains huge amount of oil. This oil in your body, it has to stabilize this organic matter. ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, because it is a complex city is created with these substances. Oil is also organic. It has come from plants only. All the food items are coming from plants only. Please remember. Now, this is required more oxygen. To consume that food, you need more oxygen. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಡ್ರೌಸಿನೆಸ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ, ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ this BOD can be explained. See, it is the amount of oxygen required by the bacteria to stabilize the organic matter. What type of organic matter? Decomposable organic matter under aerobic condition. In this, that means, observe here, in BOD, that is in biochemical oxidation, the decomposable organic matter is consumed by aerobic bacteria, and energy is derived from its oxidation. Oxidation and reduction I will explain ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ in the last class. Okay, oxidation means addition of oxygen. During this, see, to decompose organic matter, the biological reaction will take place. This process is called biochemical oxidation process ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Okay, it is derived from the oxidation, from its oxidation. Now ನೋಡಿ, ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಸರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಫುಡ್. ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ವಾಟರ್, ಸಿ ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್. ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಫುಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ. ನೋಡಿ, ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ನೇಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫುಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. ಅದು ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಸ್ಪೆಂಡೆಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಸೆಟ್ಲಬಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ ಎನಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಫುಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ. ನೋಡಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಟಾಯ್ಲೆಟ್, ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಜನರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎ human being, is animal waste or human beings, that waste consists of not only organic matter, it consists of huge amount of bacteria. See, a healthy person will dispose, do you know, 200 billions of bacteria. 200 billions of bacteria per day will dispose. 200 billions, million ಅಂದರೆ 10 lakhs, billions ಅಂದರೆ 100 crores. ಓಕೆ, 200 into 100 ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯಿತು? 2,000, ಎಷ್ಟು? 2,000 ಕೋಟಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ರೋಸ್ ಆಫ್ huge amount of bacteria will produce every day. See, this sewage is a combination of many houses. Entire population is, we are already studied that population into rate of water supply into percentage of sewage. Huge quantity of what you call wastewater is generating in a society. That consists of BOD. Generally, the BOD value expressed in terms of milligram per liter. Correct ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, milligram per liter. Milligram is the weight and liter means the volume. So, weight ಅಂದರೆ mass per unit volume is called density. Okay, see, now here the food is also known as substrata ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. So the food is called substrata for the what you call bacteria. See, the food is acting as a substrata, that is food is acting as a food for the bacteria. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ substrata ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ನಾವು okay, BOD is used, why it is required, what is the importance of this, let us study one by one. See, without BOD, ನೋಡಿ, ನೀವು ಏನೇ ಮಾಡಿದರೂ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ BOD ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ BODನಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾದರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಎನಿ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್, ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್, ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇಟ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ we are using some chemicals for disinfection, chlorination, and then coagulation process, alum, or some other chemicals we are going to use for the removal of fine suspended colloidal particles. But here, this wastewater, you are not using any type of chemicals. Chemicals add ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ aerobic bacteria, usually aerobic bacteria is preferable than anaerobic bacteria, because in anaerobic bacteria the H2S will be produced. See, you should not allow up to the anaerobic bacteria. See, this aerobic bacteria, just supplying of air, whatever the demand of bacteria, ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಫುಡ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ 1 kg of food is present inside, means 1 kg of organic matter, that much of oxygen is required. If 1 kg of organic matter is present, means that is equal to 1 kg of BOD ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಕ್ವಲೆಂಟ್ ಟು 1 kg of oxygen is required to stabilize the organic matter. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? Now, BOD is used to, what for it is used to determine the pollutional strength. This is called pollutional strength of pollution strength of domestic and industrial wastewater in terms of oxygen. Okay, BOD test is the prime importance. BOD test is the prime importance in the treatment process of wastewater. Okay, agree? See now, and also to evaluate the purification capacity of receiving bodies of water. So purification capacity ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ? Purification capacity means the level of treatment, the capacity ಇದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಈಗ ಸಪೋಸ್ you can carry some load on your head. How much you can carry? Just tell me how much you can carry. The load means what? The load you are going to take, how much weight you are going to take. Okay, how much you can take? On 20 kg on your head, 30 kg, 40 kg, 50 kg. One cement bag will be 50 kg. If you keep one cement bag on your head, you can carry, but one you can carry. Again on 10 kg extra, 20 kg extra. Like this, if you go on increasing, we cannot able to take that load, or afterwards your body will get damaged and it is a problem. See, it will collapse. Like this, here the treatment plant is designed to remove this BOD. The removal of BOD, it is nothing but a capacity. What is the the BOD of wastewater? What is the BOD of wastewater? That is a domestic wastewater. It is called sewage. Sewage ಎಷ್ಟು BOD ಇರ್ತದೆ? Usually 200 to 400 milligrams per liter. See, generally the BOD of municipal wastewater is varies from 200 milligrams per liter to 400 milligrams per liter. What is the meaning of this? See, that is BOD, oxygen demand. 200 milligrams of oxygen is required to stabilize the organic matter present in the wastewater. That is the meaning. 200 milligrams of oxygen is required to stabilize the organic matter. Where you are getting this oxygen? So that you have to see that this oxygen is available from inside the water or externally you have to add. Okay, that is called aeration process. Through that you will get oxygen, additional oxygen you will get it. Okay, now before that you have to estimate amount of BOD ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಲಿಕ್ಕೆ some methods are there. Those methods we will discuss. Okay, that is called methods of determining BOD. How to determine the amount of BOD present in water. See here, BOD test is, just read out those things. Once again, the methods of BOD consists of again two types. Okay, here the BOD test is mainly based on determination of dissolved oxygen. ನೋಡಿ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ extra oxygen is required to treat this. You no need to do anything. You supply oxygen, whatever the demand of oxygen, you just find out and according to that you supply. Just like a loan, I want to purchase one house. House is a very big project, right? That building is having cost of around 50 lakhs. Got it? That 50 lakhs I want to get. How to get? See, the bank will give. See, that is the external. What about amount with you is how much? And then bank facility, that from them how much they are going to give. Like this is a demand. Demand of money. That is a financial condition. Financial assistance required by others or yourself. Okay, like this oxygen is mainly important to treat the wastewater. Now, if you supply oxygen, that much of oxygen, ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೇಳುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, see, automatically wastewater becomes water. Got it? If BOD is present means there is a demand. You have to fulfill the demand, automatically the water will get purified. Because aerobic bacteria are plenty. Aerobic bacteria are plenty in water, so that you can give the particular amount of oxygen. Now, BOD test. This is called methods of determining BOD. I will tell you next. I will show you how to determine in the laboratory and all. Okay. Now, BOD test is mainly based on the determination of dissolved oxygen. ನೋಡಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟ್. you have to understand that how much oxygen is present in the wastewater and required is how much. Then only you have to go for the treatment. Like this here, the determination of oxygen. That oxygen in underwater is called dissolved oxygen. See, the another name for dissolved oxygen is DO. Okay. The oxygen which is present in the water in the form of dissolved condition, that is why it is called DO. DO means dissolved oxygen. Okay. The accuracy of the BOD test is depends upon the care taken in the measurement of DO. How much care, sensitiveness is taken in the measurement of DO. See, now let us start with the methods. Following are the methods. Okay, what are the methods generally? Following are the methods generally used in the determination of BOD. ನೋಡಿ, the BOD determination ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ treatment will becomes very easy. If you know the BOD, you can able to find out the treatment, which type of treatment is required, how much it is required, everything you can assess so easily. That is why now the determination of BOD is very, very important. This BOD is having two types. Okay, the determination in the laboratory is two types. The determination of BOD is having two types, that is the methods. Okay, number one is direct method of determination. Number two is dilution method of determination. See here, direct method means what? See, you have to take water sample, that is a wastewater sample, from anywhere. You have to bring the sample and directly without any alteration you can conduct the experiment. That is called direct method. Direct method means what? Actually, without any dilution. We want only the dilution. Without dilution idre matra ನೀವೇನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. You can do direct method. Another one is with oxygen and as well as this is simply I put on small dot here and here. The percentage of mixture method. Percentage mixture method, and this one is direct pipetting method. This is called direct pipetting method. See that this is called direct method of determination. This one is a dilution method. See, both the methods I will explain very neatly. Try to understand, and they will ask in the examination many times. In your syllabus also, BOD, that is the methods of determination. ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ. How do you determine the BOD in the laboratory for a given wastewater sample? See, next semester you are going to study in detail in the laboratory. This semester I will show you how to do and all. But if you are having any doubts, you ask me immediately. Understood? Now we will study one by one. See, the direct method. Observe here, direct method of determination. See here, the first method is a direct method and dilution method. ನೋಡಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೈಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ವಾಟರ್. ಇವನ್ ನಾವು ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ತೊಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿರಪ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೈಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್, ದೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ಡೈಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ವಾಟರ್, ದೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಡೈಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಡೈಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೈಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಸಮ್ ಡೈಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಗೈನ್ there are two types. One is a percentage mixture method, another one is a direct pipetting method. See, this is percentage mixture method. See, you have to add with respect to some percentage. ಈಗ 10% ಅಂದರೆ 10 ml, 20% ಅಂದರೆ 20 ml, like this. Okay, see the percentage mixture method. Okay, next direct pipetting method. Either you can go by percentage method, or you can the direct pipetting, measure directly. See which one is pipette, which one is burette, conical flask and glasswares. Some of the glasswares are there in the laboratory. That I will show you those things and then you can explain so easily. Now I will start with the direct method of determination. In this method, the samples whose BOD is to be determined should not exceed 7 milligrams per liter. In this method, the samples whose BOD does not exist, understood? That does not exist, that means exceed 7 milligrams per liter. ನೋಡಿ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಯಾವಾಗಪ್ಪ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ವೆನ್ ದ BOD ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 7 milligrams per liter, that means not exceeding 7 milligrams per liter, that is less than equal to 7 milligrams per liter. Okay, see in this method the sample ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಟ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ see the BOD value should not be more than 7 milligrams per liter ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಡನ್. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಡೈಲ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಟು ದ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ರೋಟರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅನಲೈಸ್ so easily. Okay, so me also submitted to what you call, this is subjected to BOD test directly without any dilution. ಇದು ಟೈಟ್ಲ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಪ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡನ್. ಇನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ನಾವು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಣ್ಣ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಇದೆ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ರೋಟರಿ, ಹೌ ಟು ಡೂ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ವಿಚ್ ಶಾಂಪಲ್ is ಸೂಟಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್, ಸೂಟಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ತಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಡೈಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಡೈಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. Dilution means it is not ordinary water. We have to use some special type of water. It should be aerated. Aerated ಅಂದರೆ ಏರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಫಾರ್ 4 to 6 hours or 8 hours aeration it is required. Then it will be saturated with oxygen. Then only that water, it is called a dilution water, can be used for dilution purpose. Okay, now here see, this is a procedure. I will give you a procedure. Try to understand what it is and all. Then it will becomes easy for you. Okay, ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ. BOD ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಬಾಟಲ್ ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ ಬಾಟಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ BOD ಬಾಟಲ್. ದಿಸ್ ಬಾಟಲ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ BOD. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ DO ಬಾಟಲ್. BOD ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಬಯೋಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನಂತಾರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ DO ಬಾಟಲ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Okay, that bottle is having capacity 300 ml capacity. That BOD bottle I will show you. Okay, one bottle is used for one trial ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಒಂದೇ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾಟ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ. ಸಿ ಯೂಶಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಅಟ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 2 trials you have to do. There is no average. Okay, see here which one will comes, both should come same, because same water, same chemical, everything is same condition. Both the values should come after titration, you will get a same value. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಯುರಸಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್. ದೆರ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋ ಅವರೇಜ್. ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಬಾಟಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಒನ್ ಟ್ರಯಲ್, ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಾಟಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಮೋರ್. ಸಿ 2 trials ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೆಲವರು 3 trials ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಹಿಯರ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್, ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ಲಿ BOD measurement in the laboratory, it takes 5 days. ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ 5 days. ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರ, ನೀವು ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು 1/2 hour 1 hour ಮುಗಿದೋಗ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಲ್ಯಾಬಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು PUCಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿರೋದು. ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ 5 days ಟು ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ ದಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ BOD. ಫಸ್ಟು ನೀವು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಅಂತ. ನೋಡಿ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ನೀರೊಳಗಡೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಒಂದು ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನಿಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಫೈನಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ 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 ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಯಲಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, 2 ಬಾಟಲ್ ತೊಗೋತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನಾವು ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಇದನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದು? First, how to determine this? See, that I will tell you. Okay. See, in the determination of BOD, see, we need a minimum 3 to 4 bottles. Okay, those bottles are filled with the sample to be determined. Not really. See, here the BOD bottles are to be kept in incubation. Observe here, this is a water. See, the water, for this water, whatever the sample you will bring now, see, that is a sample should be maintained at 20 degree centigrade. 20 degree centigrade ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So how to maintain means we are having that facility in our laboratory, in all the laboratories. How to determine the BOD means we need of those bottles. One is bottles and next one is chemicals. Next is to maintain, that is a temperature controlled system is required, that equipment. See, in the refrigerator, freeze you are having in your house, okay, that freeze is having a lower temperature can be maintained. Below 10 degree centigrade you can maintain in the refrigerator. See, this incubator up to 60 degree, it will start from, usually it will be around 10 degree to 50 degree, even 0 degree to 50 degree tak you can maintain. See, it's a digital what you call the equipment, you can maintain the particular temperature. Here the experiment, in the beginning, the initial oxygen content you have to determine. The water sample you will bring, right? Wastewater sample you will bring. Usually in this method, when BOD, if it is less than 7 milligram per liter, then only it is suitable for this method, is suitable for what you call direct method, that is analysis, suitable for analysis. Now here we have to maintain temperature. Another one is bottle, another one is chemicals. These things are required. Temperature maintaining means that instrument is called, the device is called incubator. Try to understand, it is called incubator. That incubator you have to be used for the determination of BOD. Okay. Now what to do? First you fill the bottle. That bottle capacity is 300 ml. But a DO bottle is having capacity 300 ml. Instead of one trial, you are going to do two trials. For example, two trials. Okay. In the beginning, see how much oxygen is present. That is the initial oxygen you have to test in the laboratory. See, this is a laboratory procedure. Okay, first you have to determine the initial DO present in wastewater sample. See, once you determine the DO, because in the beginning also you need two bottles, right? Then that bottles, another two bottles, totally four bottles we are taking. See, first two bottles you have to analyze, fill the water sample into the bottle. First you take the water sample and fill the bottle. So, okay, how many bottles you are using? 4 bottles. You fill the water. How much capacity of the each bottle? It is a 300 ml. 300 ml of water sample to be filled inside. No need to measure. Directly you can fill it off and close the lid. Okay, totally 4 bottles is ready now for analysis. Now 2 bottles you have to do in the beginning only for the determination of oxygen. Next, remaining 2 bottles, keep it in the incubator. That incubation means maintaining the constant temperature. For 5 days, you have to keep it inside. For a period of 5 days, you have to keep it inside the incubator. Okay, after 5 days, remove outside, that means take outside and analyze for the oxygen content. In the beginning also you are determining the oxygen content, and finally at the end of 5th day you are determining the oxygen content. See, first one is called 0 day DO. DO means dissolved oxygen content. In the 0 day you are determining a dissolved oxygen, and at the end of 5th day, see, that is also determining the oxygen content. That is the 5th day, that is called 5 day dissolved oxygen. See, one is a 0 day. On 0 day you are getting some value, and 5th day you are getting some value. See, for this you are having one small equation. In this, the 5 day BOD in milligrams per liter is equal to BOD 5 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ it is called 5 day BOD at what is the temperature maintaining 20 degree centigrade. This is equal to 0 day DO minus 5 day DO. Dissolved oxygen you are determined. Okay, oxygen content you are determined in the beginning. At the end, this in the beginning whatever the value you are getting you have to substitute here. At the end whatever you are getting you have to substitute here. Since this test is aerobic condition, because aerobic bacteria are present in the water. They will consume the food which is present in the wastewater. See, then that oxygen will be in the beginning. Without after incubation, it will reduces, because observe here, in the beginning, the food I want to consume. See, for the lunch, I want to consume the food. In the beginning, see, you must know, you are taking in the full plate, right? See, suppose the food is idli. That idli, around 4 to 5 idli you are going to consume. See, after 3 hours, that idli you are going to consume, it will become zero. Agree? Zero or some amount may present in our stomach. In the beginning, you are taking full amount. Okay, initially that means 0 day. 0 day means 0 hours or 0 minute. So in the beginning, this value is higher value, and after some time that will becomes reduced. The quantity of the food present inside is reducing after 5 days. See, that is why 0 day how much oxygen, and after 5 days what is the oxygen. These two you have to substitute into this, and you will get a 5 days, this minus this, because always 0 day oxygen will be highest value. Okay, and then at the end this one, if you deduct these two, see, you can get the BOD5 is equal to, this equation is very very important. BOD5 at 20 degrees centigrade is equal to 0 day DO minus 5 day. It's a very simple equation. See, you must know this too. See, in the problem they will give you, and just substitute it, you will get the answer. Now I will read this. This method indicates no modifications. This method indicates no modification of samples. See, no modification of samples, and therefore produces results under conditions, okay, nearly similar to the natural environment. Why 20 degree we are maintaining? Because this is the general temperature of the rivers or a stream. The water is always, that means it is the average value of rivers or a stream. Water body's temperature will be 20 degree. That is why natural body conditions, the same temperature we have to maintain in the laboratory. That is duplicating of the temperature in the laboratory, so that we will get the answer. This method of analysis is called direct method of determination of BOD. Direct method of determination of BOD. See, I want BOD value. What is the amount of BOD present in the given wastewater sample? See, we are having two types. One is a direct method, one is a dilution method. Dilution method, you have to prepare dilution water, and then add to this. Here directly you have to use this water sample, and then you have to go for analysis in the laboratory. Right? See, next time I will take this dilution method of determination of BOD. How to determine this? See, these methods are very very important. Lifelong you have to be remember for the analysis. So I was told you already the chapter number, that is the model number 3, 4, 5, and entire this wastewater consists of BOD only. Without BOD we cannot measure anything. The important parameter, without this we cannot do anything, you cannot continue. The load carrying capacity, how you are going to take as a benchmark in the design of structures in a building or anything. The load, say one load carrying capacity and load bearing capacity, that is SPC also very important, and the load coming from this. Then only you can design the beams or columns or slabs. Okay, like this here also the load means BOD. BOD is nothing but a load, that how much is having carrying capacity by the water body. Because see, groundwater is also a water, fresh water also, moving water is also, that is surface water is also water, and that water should not contaminated the further, okay, the disturbing the entire environmental system. That is why these two methods are very very important. Okay, so now next time I will discuss about dilution method. This how to determine, I will explain all the things, no problem. In one experiment I have conducted in the laboratory, that one I am going to give demo for you. Okay, thank you very much.